I got a couple of those.
The cat.
It's just that idea of, you pick up your tea every morning or your coffee. Do you take it for granted? That's the thought. And I once heard someone say that when you take things for granted, the things you are granted are taken. Yeah, y'all got that one. So actually, this is the title track of one of the CDs. It's got some spoken word in it. I actually talk a little bit about going to the circus for the first time. So if you pick up that CD, you'll hear it. But it talks a little. I talk a lot about the word appreciation and just the idea of coming at life like it's the first time. Because the first time you walked into Unity, you went, oh my gosh, these are my people, this is my thing, and then 12 years later, you're just sitting in the same seat that you always sit in, and you wear a path to where you go, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's not a judgment, we all do it. We just get stuck in patterns. So this song is just really, and this whole night could just really just be about going back to the beginning, the first time. Many of you, this is your first Bob and Shannon concert, so hopefully it'll be magical. And hopefully the second will be more magicaler. So this is a little chant, and if you feel like you know the words, just sing. And even if you don't know the words, don't worry about it, just sing. As long as something's coming out of you.
Go back to the first time. 1,000 cups of tea, not like this one. 1,000 breaths we breathe. Come on, sing it. Not like this one. 1,000 suns will rise. Not like this one. 1,000 lullabies. Not like this one. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning. Come on. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to the first time. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to the first time. 1,000 passing smiles, not like this one. 1,000 starlit skies, not like this one. 1,000 words to choose, not like this one. 1,000 I love yous, but not like this one. Let's go back. Let's go back, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the first time. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the first time. So that we can finally see. Yeah. 1,000 gifts received, 1,000 fields of green, 1,000 farewells will grieve, and 1,000 lives conceived, but not like this one. 1,000 hands will hold, not like this one. 1,000 stories told, not like this one. 1,000 beauties to behold, not like this one. And 1,000 hearts will know, not like this one. And 1,000 hearts you'll know, not like this one. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the beginning. Let's go back, let's go back, let's go back to the first time. With a brand new pair of eyes, so that we can finally see. Take a moment, just close your eyes for just a minute, if you're okay with that. Just tune into your breath. And just bring something into your awareness that has grown stale. And just for a moment, just this moment right here, reclaim that thing. Just say, you know what? I'm going to point my awareness to that from here on out, man. Like, I let that happen. It's okay. No judgment. No concerns. Just that thing that went stale is going to be fresh again. I'm going to go back to the beginning like the first time. And just release it into the air. And we have a little blessing to begin with here. Just going to hold that right there. Just. How long has it been since we were together last? How long has it been? How long has it been since we were together last? Come on. How long has it been? How long has it been? Was it this life or the last? How long has it been? Yeah. How long has it been? Was it this life or the last? How long has it been? But were we ever really apart? Come on. 'Cause your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. That's definitely a sing-along. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine can know no separation. I am so grateful to look into your eyes. I am so glad. So grateful to look into your eyes. I am so glad. I am so grateful we've come together tonight. I am so glad. It's like we never were really apart. Come on, y'all.
really cool about this song, it's a really good sing-along, and we get a whole audience singing it to us. But we feel kind of selfish, like, why do we get all that love? Why don't you just sing it to each other, you know, like that kind of thing. Come on, so we're gonna do a couple rounds of that. So it's gonna get a little weird in here, just so you know. And they say, we learned something not long ago. It said, if it hurts, don't do it. If it hurts your ego, do it twice.
Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Sing it to David. Come on, y'all. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Woo! Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. And our hearts, they never need to be lonely or to bleed. 'Cause your heart and mine, your heart and mine, your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. I can't stop it now. Your heart and mine. Come on, y'all. So put your hands together. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine. Come on, y'all. Come on. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine. Your heart and mine are the oldest of friends.
All right, we got the juices flowing now. Once heard someone talk, a student of Maharishi, and said, I don't know, they were having a little lesson, one of them Vedic ones, right? And he said, Maharishi, but what about the others? He said, there are no others.
To all of my relations, I look you in the eye, 'cause we are all related. It's written in the sky, and we can sing this simple song to everyone along the way. And we can sing for the ones who've wronged, 'cause it heals the wounds from yesterday. to all of my relations. I bow to you, 'cause we are all related. It's a common thread that runs right through, and we can sing this simple song for the ones in pain. We can sing for suffering, and may these words melt their pain away. Come on, y'all, sing it, send it out to the world. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, and may you be loved. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, and may you be loved. May you be loved. And all of the beings and all of the creatures, they all hold a secret, 'cause they all are all teachers as we're learning the lessons of love, love, love. Compassion and love. And what if all creation sang this song to you? Could your heart become the home to place this love into? Then this simple song travels on and on and on and on. Everywhere you go, it becomes your beating heart and the rhythm of your soul. Come on, y'all, sing it with us. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, and may you be loved. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, and may you be loved. May you be well, may you be happy, may you be peaceful, and may you be loved. And all of the beings and all of the creatures, they all hold the secrets, 'cause they all are our teachers as we're learning the lessons of love. It's the bluest of the sea, the whisper through the trees, the serenade that drops you to your knees. It's the sparkle of the smile, the honesty in the eye, the bravest bloom reaching for the winter's the home inside the house where you were born. It's in the things we can't explain, things perceived but never seen. Everywhere, everything in between. It's taming the monsters under your bed. It's fighting the wolves up in your head. It's the strange things you do when you are led. It's on the tip of your tongue, a song that's longing to be sung. It's relentless and it's only just begun. And it's calling out through you, using your heart to sing the truth. Put a little more, put a little more love in the world. And if your heart is torn in two, what you give out returns to you. So put a little more, put a little more love in the world. Put a little more, put a little more, put a little more, put a little more, come on, put a little more, put a little more, put a little more love in the world. And there's no place that it's not, and there's no time that it stops. There's a reason it takes your breath away, and the message is clear. It's the reason why you're here. Put a little more, put a little more love in the world. If you're the only one to believe, then stand up and set it free. Put a little more, put a little more love in the world. And if you're standing brave and strong, or just barely hanging on, put a little more, put a little more love in the world. Come on, y'all, sing it. Put a little more, 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 put a little more love in the world. Put a little more, put a little more, put a little more, put a little more love in the world. Thank you so much. That was unexpected. That was like sort of the end of the concert usually right there, but you just have to do what the voices tell you. You just can't not do it. So thank y'all for just
going with that from the very beginning. Well, not like you had a choice. I mean, like, you could have stopped this in the middle, like, no. Like, build, just build. Like, don't just, like, like there's a whole nother hour. Like, what are you doing, man? But, I don't know. I feel it. I'm kind of an empath, kind of. I'm a serial overthinker and overfeeler, actually. That's what I call myself. So, I'm gonna go. All right, let's see how this works. So, Chris, just want to say, give Chris a round of applause on the sound. So, all of that to say, all of that we just laid on you. It was about awareness, it was about appreciation, it was about love. And so it kind of builds up to this, which there are Kleenex around. Just a little warning.
Thank you, Shannon.
Yes, thank you. And thank you to Carolyn again, just before we get too far. So, like, why are we here? I mean, why are we here? Like, love is our religion. I mean, love, what does that even mean? It was that whole song. Every word in that song was what I believe the word love is, which is the word God. They're the same. In my mind, they're just the same. God doesn't care what you call it, him, her, them. God was the original pronoun changer, like, if you ask me. So it was like, where did we miss the message in our life? And, we were implanted with stuff and, like, different narratives from our parents and people around us. So we went maybe a little into fear. And then, a little bit of fear is good. You need to make the money and get the money and survive and all that crazy stuff. But it's really not about getting. It's about giving. And because at the end of the day, as the great late Wayne Dyer used to say, bury me in the suit with no pockets, because I ain't taking it with me. And so anyway, this is a song that I got from watching It's a Wonderful Life. And like the Kleenex. But like, there was a really good line in that movie that was never spoken. And it was written up on a plaque on the wall in Pop Bailey's office, and it was revealed just after he had passed, and it said, all that you take with you is that which you've given away. Pop Bailey. So that's where this whole song came from. Tell me, what is the measure of a life well done? And tell me, how do you count an uncountable sum? A collection of your minutes, your hours and your days, the number of heartbeats, breaths, and the lines on your face. It's a nebulous affair, pulling value from the air. Was it your good taste, your good name, your everlasting image in a picture frame? Or is it nothing you can hold on to, but everything that flowed through you? When your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you smile on your very last day, there is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. It's never the riches and all it brings,
sang the song you came to sing. It's the thoughts and the words and the actions you choose. It's paying it forward and speaking your truth. It's a call to love a little deeper and kiss just a little bit sweeter when your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you can smile on your very last day. There is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. Yeah. You're an accumulation of the lives that you touch. You're a celebration of the wind and the dust. You were put here for a reason. Be of service and be a beacon. You're a song, you're a light, you're a sacred holy sight. Take a long slow walk through your darkest night and love just a little bit deeper and kiss just a little bit sweeter when your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you can smile on your very last day. There is nothing you need to measure, and nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you but what you have given away. You're here to get love, give love, feel love, see love, be love, believe in love, and love just a little bit deeper, and kiss just a little bit sweeter. I said to give it all up, love, give it away, give it all up, give it away, give it all up, love, give it away, give it all up, give it away. You're an accumulation of the lives that you touch. You're a celebration of the wind and the dust. You were put here for a reason. Be of service, be a beacon. You're a song, you're a light, you're a sacred holy saint. Take a long slow walk through your darkest night and love just a little bit deeper and kiss just a little bit sweeter when your hands are empty and your heart is full, and you can smile on your very last day. There is nothing you need to measure, nothing you need to say, and nothing to take with you what you have given away. So there was a friend who came up really early, right when we got here on Sunday, was talking about the posies. It was Nancy, I think. Oh, there you are. And she was talking about the posies, and she's like, have you ever been? And I'm like, yeah. And I don't usually say this, but I'm like, yes, I've won 5 awards. And most people don't know that. And I'm like, that's because I never say it. I never tell anybody. Because I was taught to not brag. And I'm like, no, it's not bragging. It's just informing. And and if I need to toot my own horn, man, I don't know how much time's left for me in this world. I'm just going to give it away and start to share what I feel in my heart about this music. Because so that song that I just did won a Posse in 2021. Thank you. And then this one was like the first one, and Monica, yes, came up and started talking about that she had caught us at probably the first ever Posse.
It was.
And
because it was unheard of for a songwriter to enter the first time and to win. So I think you were the first one that did that.
Leave it to me, right? And I I remember getting up and giving this rambling, weird speech. Like, it was weird and awkward. I'm like, I don't know what to say, but I really like this tribe. This seems like some cool people. And they were all like, yeah, we're your people. Like, where have you been? Like, and, but I probably talked about some other tribe that I was trying to get out of. Like, that's usually what I do. My foot was designed to fit directly in my mouth, and that's my gift, right? Besides all this, I'm really good at when I have to do a speech to say stupid shit. Like count on it, man. Just count on it. Bob wins an award, get your phone out. You're gonna be like, oh God, what's he gonna say? This is gonna be good. Because it's just like I get so full of energy. So it's been a long time since I've sang this song, but I'm just feeling like it should come out. And if I don't remember the words, it's okay, because she remembers the words better than I do.
But this is the one that you would have seen in 2013, his first posse. Yeah.
So that last one was inspired by It's a Wonderful Life, and this one was inspired by Maya Angelou, who said, paraphrasing, but people forget everything you do, everything you say, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. And I was like that's like, I will want to live my life that way. Whenever I feel like I might have said something that was whatever, or made someone feel a certain way, I'm like the first one, like, you okay? We good? Like, I'm probably a people pleaser in that way, but I like that. I like to please people. Not in an unhealthy way, but I just want to make sure they're good. It comes from my days as a waiter. Like, are you good? Like, I see you like eating those scallops, but you got a weird look. Are you good? Like, and they're like, no, they're not even cooked. I'm like, give me them. I go back to the kitchen because I want to take care of people. And I'm the worst. Like, you take me to a restaurant, I'm the worst. I am. I'm like, she'd hardly even said anything. She didn't even ask us where we're from. Her tip just went way down. Like, I'm teasing. I tip whatever, but I like. There's this. I'm rambling. Did I have coffee earlier? Yeah.
You did.
There you go. Yeah. Starbucks back there. I had a chocolate chip cookie with almond extract. All right, y'all. Let's get into this thing. Your words can often fail to sell. The nuance of emotion, you try and speak so well, and your actions are to speak louder than your words. Yeah, but somehow all the doing just don't take away the hurt. 'Cause they won't remember everything you did. They won't remember everything you said, but their heart it won't forget. And they'll always remember how you made them feel. You know your smile can cut right through the thickest heart. It can't take away a lousy day, but it's a heck of a good start. It's not the cards that you send, or the money that you lend, or the standard response. It's the caring of the silences, the dropping of the differences, and for
feel the light in your eyes, how you made it real, everything a little larger than life, how you made them feel so strong when their weak and little heart couldn't go on. It's the slowing down and listening, really listening to a heart when it speaks from honesty. It's part of the great emancipation, disassociation from these separate lives we lead. Because the question, the essence of the question, isn't it all about connection? You know, the mark we leave. Because long after you're gone, your feeling lives on and 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 on. They won't remember everything you did. They won't remember everything you said, but their heart it won't forget, and they'll always remember how you made them feel. That's interesting.
What's next?
She's
Bob
like,
Sima?
what's next? I just got this feeling of like doing a new song that hasn't won a posse yet. But I don't even think they do it anymore. I think they like let go of that whole competition thing. But
I don't think that's, yeah.
Oh, they still
it's
do it,
still
okay.
happening.
all right, well I'll put this song in there. But
Submissions are open right now.
oh, I guess we should get on that. Well, so we've moved to Florida here, so we're up in like central-ish, like east of Orlando, Cocoa Beach area, and we have a beautiful little cadre of friends who are just all the like. It seems like in Maryland it was the same thing. We moved from Maryland, and by the way, Maryland is outside of Annapolis we live, and they call it the drinking capital with a sailing problem. That's what they call it. And there's a family up there that own the Ram's Head. That's where it all kind of started. And I saw they have one down here, and I know they have this songwriter thing, and I never really tried to get in there, but I think I should come down, or no, maybe I shouldn't. But I was just thinking about Key West, like what the moniker could be here. I think it could be a drinking capital with a military problem or a Navy problem or something like that. But anyway, I'm just making bad jokes. But I really, really love it here. We love the whole Conch Republic like vibe. Like I just love that, like just like and the history. We went on the trolley thing. We were total tourists. I mean, we had the sticker on and everything. We were like, hi, we're tourists. And we had a good time. We did. And the guy was born and raised here, so he really knew his stuff. His name was Jimmy. Mm-hmm. And when he talked about Jimmy Buffett, he actually seemed a little choked up. And he was maybe 25 or 30. And I got off at the end, and we gave him a tip and stuff. And I'm like, did your parents name you Jimmy because? He's like, no. It wasn't because of it. But anyway, I say all this because we just, we pick up these friends along the way, that we just keep, in our hearts. Like Liz, this is the first time I've seen her since, she thinks 2006, and I think 2012, but does it really matter? Who cares?
Like, how long has it been since we were together last? Doesn't matter. I always say about our retreat, like we've been talking on Sunday about our retreat that we lead in Mexico, which hopefully some of you guys are going to get all fired up and want to come with us. But at the end of it, like it's this whole thing. It's like we did a video recap of it, and it was pretty cool, and people got on and shared their experience. But my favorite quote of all was, "We were together. I forget the rest." And that's how I feel. Like I don't remember names that well, and that's okay. Like, but we have some great friends. We really do, and it's like, you know, and I've noticed the diversity of our friends. They're just all over the map. Like, just, you know. And anyway, that's what this song's all about. And it's called "I've Got Friends." Couldn't think of anything more creative than that. I've got friends with degrees, letters after their name, MD, PhD. And I've got friends with LLCs, and they got money growing on their trees. And I've got friends, 3 part-time jobs, they're keeping it all together against the odds. And I've got friends staring at the walls. They meditate, contemplate, trying to make sense of it all. And I've got friends, they got it all figured out, and they're living the dream without a doubt. And I've got friends in all kinds of powerful positions. I've got friends living in the hardest conditions. I've got friends who lean a little left and friends who lean a little right. I've got friends that I could call in the middle of the night. And I've got friends with felonies. They're a little bit edgy and a spicy history. And I've got friends who keep the peace, and they're healers and shamans doing ceremonies. And I've got friends, we just disagree. Nothing's gonna come between them and me. And I've got friends of all kinds of persuasions, friends who make my day and feed my frustrations. I've got friends who lean a little left and friends who lean a little right. I've got friends that I could call in the middle of the night. And you can't separate or segregate, 'cause the bond of a friend can't just be taken away. As hard as this world is pushing on us all, well, let's be friends and watch our differences dissolve. And hey, 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 and I've got friends that I've gathered all along the way, friends from lifetimes ago, and friends I made just yesterday. And I've got friends who lean a little left and friends who lean a little right. I've got friends, I've got friends, I've got friends. Thank you. Thank you, friends. Definitely got like 30 or 40 new friends here.
Doesn't it feel like we just are home? It really does. It just feels like
Yeah.
we're back. We're back. That's
It's
what
like,
it feels
it doesn't
like.
feel
It feels
like
we've been here
we've never been
many,
here.
many
Like,
times.
it's one of those weird things where it's like, well, yeah, we've been here, right?
I mean, I feel like I've known Carolyn for my whole life. And it's, right?
Carolyn is just, that's Carolyn. Yeah. I just, first of all, I never mentioned, like, thank you guys for being in the seats. Thank you so much for coming out on a Wednesday night. And thank you for letting us. Thank you for taking it in. So going to give a little shout out to a brother of ours. His name is Dale Allen Hoffman. If you've never heard of him, he does, he's a mystic, but he's like digging through the Aramaic of the Bibles, of all the Bibles, and digging into, like, what's the message? Like he'll take the Beatitudes of the Bible and, like, translate it from the Aramaic and go, and it sounds like, you know, like Eckhart Tolle or something up there, like, talking metaphysical stuff. So, really aligned with unity, you know, and a lot of the more metaphysical interpretations of Yeshua. And so we've done a lot of things with him. It's been a while. He's up in Asheville. Look him up. He's a powerful guy. Dale Allen Hoffman. Dale Allen Hoffman. And so this song was inspired by him. And he was sharing, basically he was sharing about the Beatitudes, wasn't he? Like Inanna. Inanna, like when Yeshua was saying, I am, whatever he would say, I am, he was saying Inanna, which is the I behind the I that I am. Woo! Like, it's like, all right, we just left Christianity behind. Now we're over here. But it's like he was talking about, you know, like you could say, what is awareness? Awareness is like, oh, I'm aware. I'm aware that I'm breathing. Like we did that at the workshop. Like, okay, everyone become aware that you're breathing. Okay. Feels great. And then go, okay, become aware of the breather. Oh, okay, that's similar. Become aware of the person that's aware of the breathing. You're stepping back like 3 layers, and it's like, that's when your head starts to get a little tingly and fuzzy. And that's what I think he was shooting for. Like one of the things he would say is, the love of money is the root of all evil. And really what he was saying was mammon, that's the word in Aramaic, which was the love of the materialism of the world, like falling in love with the world, which is what we do at our retreat. We fall in love with the world and our senses and all of this stuff. But it's another layer, you know? It's another layer to say, this is not me. I am just this piece of consciousness that gets to see this thing. And I'm the thing itself looking through this thing. And so all of that ended up in this song. It's called I Am. We're going to start out all vibey. What's the I behind the I am? And who's the me behind the I through which I see? Am I the watcher? Is there something else that's wanting to be seen through me? See, I've accumulated all these things. They're artifacts, possessions, names. They try to tell the tale of me, but I am holding on to thinking
There's a little bit more to the story. Well, I know I'm not the name you say, the things I own, the roles I play. I know there's something breathing me. And if you take away my name and you take away these things, you're left with only awesomeness, the essence that I came here with, the everything, the I am, the I am. Here I stand, my convictions are strong and clear. I admit to listening to these whispers in my ear. You might call me crazy, but you know you do it too. 'Cause you know that there's a voice behind the voice in you. Well, I know I'm not the name you say, the things I own, the characters I play. I know there's something breathing me. And if you take away my name and you take away these things, you're left with only awesomeness, the essence that I came here with, the everything, the I am, the I am. Well, I know I'm not the moon that my fingers pointing to, and I know that I'm not separate from any one of you. It's an elementary game, an energy exchange. It's a raging river, life's grand giver of everything. That I am, life's expression, soul-bound connection, pure reflection of all that is divine. I am the muse and I am imbued with the golden hue of light, just like you. Well, I am love, it's what I'm of. I am above, I am below, this much I know. And I am this moment, I am that moment, I'm everywhere, no beginning, no end. And I am, you are, we be. I am, you are, we be. Come on, y'all, sing it with us. I am, you are, we be. I am, you are. Come on, we be. My fingers pointing to, and I know that I'm not separate from any one of you. And it's an elementary game, an energy exchange. It's the raging river, it's life's grand giver of everything. That yeah. So, thank you so much. Did y'all find something that was coming through? It was stale for you guys? You don't need to share it or whatever, but remember we did the little thing earlier? That was like yesterday, wasn't it? But, just something that's stale that needs to be fresh. So I did that today, like after we went kayaking.
and got sunburned. But I picked up my guitar, and I pulled up my old albums, and I looked through the lyrics and remembered what songs I had on the 9 albums that are there. And I realized I've been playing the same songs over and over again at each concert the last 6 months or maybe longer.
Well,
And
it's been a little bit of a different year.
it's been a weird year, yeah. I had all kinds of stuff going on. But so this song came up to play. I never play this song in concert.
No, you don't.
Never say never. So
Unless it's in a talk and I force you.
yeah, that's it. That's what happens. She puts it in a talk, and then I have to do it because I'm like, she's like, yeah, you're trying to speak to you. I'm like, oh, all right. How does that go? Like, what key? What tuning? So this song was. Did you ever see? You guys know Dan Millman, like The Way of the Peaceful Warrior, No Ordinary Moments. He's a great teacher. He has a movie, actually, from the book A Peaceful Warrior, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. And nobody's heard of this? Oh, okay, all right. I'm just not getting a lot of, like, come on, people. You gotta feed us. Great movie, too. Nick Nolte is in it. And, he's the teacher. And there's this, like, kid who's, like, 19 or 20, who's, like, this hot shot guy, gymnast and all this. And this is the whole story of him coming to this teacher and not really knowing, is he a real teacher? Is he imaginary? It's pretty cool. And there's this scene in the movie. I actually taught at my kid's, he's now 21, but when he was in a homeschool co-op, they had me teach music, which was great because I don't read music, but they asked me to teach music, and I'm like, I don't read music. And they're like, exactly. We don't want nobody to teach them music. We want to teach them what you're capable of showing them, And so I played this movie like 3 times for these kids. And it was like, I called it Bob's Class of Music and Life Lessons. Like I made something up, and at some board meeting they fired me, but I lasted a year, but it was good. I didn't psychologically hurt anybody, but it was just like, we need a little more meat. We need a little, like, there was a board member that really wanted to, like, probably some more, I don't know, whatever. But I felt like I had made an impact on these kids, and this movie helped. But there's a scene in the movie where Nick Nolte's finally got him, the kid's finally listening, and he's like, okay, we're going to do a class on the bridge. Meet me at noon. And they're on this beautiful college campus. And of course the kid's late, because he's talking to some girl. He's all caught up in his pheromones. And he's like, oh my God, my teacher, I gotta go. And he runs down. And he's like 15 minutes late. And of course Nick Nolte's like, I don't care. I've got nothing but presence and time. I'm good. But he looks at him and he's like, yeah, I'm ready. Come on, teach me. Like, come on, let's do this thing. So picks him up and throws him over the bridge into the water. And it's not that far. It's like 10 feet. And he's like, he gets out, and he's like furious. He goes, what did you do that for? And he goes, what were you thinking about on the way down? Because he asked him, he said, what's going on? They're sitting there in this beautiful park. And the camera goes around, they're like, whoa, these little scenes. And it was like, oh, I get goosebumps just thinking about it. All those scenes ended up, many of them, into the song. But he goes, what's going on here? He goes, nothing. Nothing's going on, just park. He's like, nothing's never going on. And as our teacher, Eduardo, who comes to the retreats with us, says, nothing is nothing. Uncle Eddie, we call him. Nothing is nothing. It's called Trying to Speak to You. When you woke on this day, there was never a clue that the sun would rise again, but somehow you knew. 'Cause some things are certain, or don't you believe it?
not true. 'Cause this day it started just like any other, with a coffee in hand and a chat with your mother. Did anyone ever tell you that in and of itself that's quite grand? 'Cause there's scores of them out there with no calls from their mother. Day after day they crawl back in the covers, and they dream of a time when they could sip and chat for a while. If you look for it, open your heart and close your eyes. If you reach for it, hold out your hand and open your mind. This world is trying to speak to you. It's trying to speak to you. So you walk to the park. It's your staple in the springtime. You take a quick look around and check your phone to see who's online, 'cause there's nothing, yeah, there's nothing going on out here. No, just a baby bird born 3 days ago, eyes open for the first time, a new world's window, and young lovers dreaming their future in the shadow of an old oak tree. If you look for it, open your heart and close your eyes. If you reach for it, hold out your hand and open your mind. This world is trying to speak to you. It's trying to speak to you. It's trying to speak to you. It's trying to speak to you. When you woke on this day, no, when you laid down your head, there was never a doubt that the sky would fall dark and the stars would come out. 'Cause some things are certain. Don't you believe it? It's not true. Except that this world is trying to speak to you. It's trying to speak to you. It's a still small voice, but it's a giant conversation. What's before your very eyes meets the depth of your imagination. It's the array, the arrangement, the unending combination. It's the essence of this moment. It's the space between the notes. It's the nuance and the inflection in the words that she spoke. It's the sweetness of the breeze as it kisses your face. It's the dance. It's the sway. It's the swagger of this place. And it's trying. It's trying to speak to you. It's trying to speak to you. It's trying to speak to you. So you sell it all off one day, and the first thing to go is your cleverly ways. In the package you're sent, filled with bewilderment, is the best gift you received since your first circus tent. When the world open wide, it's trying to speak to you. It's trying to speak to you. Ooh. It's a still small voice, but it's a giant conversation. And it's trying to speak to you. All right, we're probably running to the point where we need to start thinking about how do we wrap this whole thing up? Because I am one, like, I could just kind of keep going for a long time. And I know, like, probably a couple of you are like, yeah, just play, like, keep going, man. Then there's the rest of, like, the dog is, like, at home, like, and they say in this business, always leave them wanting a little more. I don't know. I've never really been good at that, just to say. But I do want to play one or two more. Did you have anything you wanted to say? You had.
Do we want to share? If you were here on Sunday, you will recognize. So Bob said he has 9 albums. He's working on the 10th. Yay.
Thank you. Yep.
The I've Got Friends will definitely be on the 10th album. I know that for certain. But we've got some CDs in the back, and if you don't even know what those things are anymore, if you have no way to play them, they're putting musicians out of business here.
Please make us feel better. Tell me you have a CD player in your car. Anybody? Anybody? One? 1 out of 40. Like 3, 4. Okay. All right.
So if you have no way to play a CD, this little USB drive has all 9 albums, the lyrics, links to videos, so on and so forth. So this is pretty much everything that Bob's ever published, along with some other things. I think maybe a little bit of breath work on it, because we teach breath work. So that is back there also available.
And that fits in your car, by the way. If you have a USB in your car, you can stream the whole thing right in through your car. I forgot to say that the other day.
Some of you have your phones out, so please pull them out, because if you put this in your view of your phone, you will have an opportunity to sign the mailing list, and you will be given 5 days of music. It's a musical journey. It has a little bit of background about each of the songs and the inspiration, maybe a little bit of breath work, and just a little practice to do with the songs. And some of you already signed the mailing list on Sunday, and you probably have already started. So that's that.
Check your spam, just to say. Yeah.
If you don't do this, and you don't do this now, we also have, pen and paper in the back, outdated like CDs. So there's that. And Bob mentioned that we lead a retreat in Mexico. We call it Boldly Going Nowhere. Because nowhere is now here. So there's some information about Boldly Going Nowhere. There's a QR code on this as well that will be in the back. We do the retreat over the spring equinox because for participants, that is the most sacred day for the Mayans, and we actually go to Chichen Itza on that sacred day and celebrate the spring equinox. And there's a magical thing that happens. If you don't know what that is, please look it up. It's pretty fantastic. And for us, I would say retreats are a beautiful culmination of everything that inspires us. Of course, there's music. we basically pick a theme and we just vamp off of that for an entire week. And so there's music, there's breath work, there's movement. I do some shamanic ceremony. We have a Mayan shaman come in and do sweat lodge. We have a friend down there who takes care of everybody. You get yourself to Cancun and everything else is included. So you fly yourself to Cancun, we got you from there. And we have a friend down there who's a tour guide and takes very good care to get you 2.5 hours, 3 hours into the jungle near Chichen, and we stay about a mile as the crow flies from Chichen Itza. You can actually see the top of the pyramid from the retreat center that we stay at, which was it's really dear to our hearts. The first time we went there was in December of 2020, and Bob and I showed up at the we'd never been there before. I just found it, by accident. And we got there, and I don't think we spoke for like 36 hours. It just, the energy.
We weren't in a fight. It wasn't like that. I just want to make sure, every time you say that, I'm like, just so you know, we were cool. We were cool.
Yes.
I checked in on her. I'm like, are you okay?
We were very good, and I was just crying. I was just so moved by the energy. We met the owner. There's a long story that we talk about at the retreat. You actually meet her as well. Her late husband worked at Chichen, and he designed the retreat center with so much intention and so much energy that there's a big connection to the sacred site, and it kind of swallows you. I told Bob, I said, if I lay on this ground, I feel like it will consume me. And I'm like, if I lay down and it just like engulfs me, just let me go. I'm good dying here. Like, I'm good. Just let me go. So it's a very, very special place. And at this point, we can't imagine not doing a retreat there in the spring. So if you are so moved, there's information at the link, and we can also give you a discount code for the retreat if you would like to be interested in that. If you're already on the mailing list, please come and see us because we can give that code to you. If you sign up for the mailing list, I will send it to you next week. Okay? Fair.
So we found it through, we were there in 2020. We went to Cozumel to just have a little vacation. It had been a long time. It was in the middle of COVID, and we were like the only crazy people traveling. I think we were the only 2 people on Cozumel, actually. And we decided to, we looked at things to do, and we booked a sweat lodge. They call it a Temescal. And we were the only 2 people that showed up that day for Uncle Eddie. He was the guy, Eduardo, and he's a Mayan shaman. And he just captured our hearts, man. I mean, this guy, if he walked in here, you would just melt in his arms. So at the end of this sweat lodge, we were drenched, and we released all kinds of stuff in the floor. And he opened up the door, and we crawled out. And he says, "Go to the tree." And by the way, we see those trees here, the ceiba tree. They call it kapok. Yeah, there's one, we saw one. Yeah, and so this tree is a holy tree, and it's a tree of life.
For the Mayans, yes.
For the Mayans. And he said, when you go to this tree, and I was bawling. I could not stop crying. He says, say, Elikesh la'akim.
Enlikesh
alaken. Enlikesh alaken. Which means, I am another you. You are another me. It's like namaste for Mayans. There's so many stories to tell you guys. I mean, we just got back from the property there, and we were in Cozumel again, doing our 5-year vow renewal. Uncle Eddie did the, thank you. Uncle Eddie did the ceremony, and you know what he gifted us? A little ceiba tree. So if you go on my Facebook page, you'll see me. We just happened to be going to Okan, which is this retreat center, about 5 hours from there. And we went over ferries and vans and car rental places and whatever, and finally got a car and we drove all the way to Okan, and we properly installed her. Her name is Amarillo. Anyway, there's just so many stories. So that tree is there now. We can't wait to see it in March when we go back for the retreat. But this is a song that I wrote for this tree, which will be on album number 10. Spirit comes and spirit goes, and every breath we breathe, it's running through my veins, flowing through your leaves. In the memory of my skin, in your roots deep down within, in my bones and in your branches, you and me are kin. And I am another you, you are another me. We breathe in harmony, holy, holy green tree. I am another you, you are another me. We breathe in harmony, holy, holy green tree. You are, I run wild and, well, no, wait a minute. Let's see. You teach me how to bend. I run wild and free. I show you I have no idea what the words are to this song, but I am another you are another me. We breathe in harmony, holy, holy green tree. Come on. I am another you are another me. We breathe in harmony, holy, holy. What I breathe in, you breathe out, and I breathe out, you breathe in. And I need you, and you need me. Balance, reciprocity. When you cut you to the core, sweep you from the forest floor, I lay you on my knee and we carve out our melody. These notes, these bones, these branches, these leaves, these roots, these flames, these valleys, these trees. We are one breath, one life, one love, one heart, one reverie, and one song. Come on, y'all, up on your feet with us. Come on. I am another you are another me. We live in harmony, holy, holy green tree. I am another you are another me. We live in harmony, holy, holy green tree. I am another
breathe in harmony. Holy, holy green tree, I am another you. You are another me. We live in harmony. Let me hear you, just you guys. I am another you. You are another me. Breathing harmony. Holy, holy green tree. I just can't get that second verse back. I know. I couldn't even fake it. It was just knocking. I was like, I run wild. Gosh, it's gonna drive me crazy. All right. Hold on, don't clap, don't do anything. I'm gonna look it up. It's in my phone. Right here. Right. It's in my phone. I can't let this go.
So the cool thing is when we were just at Ocon, Bob actually recorded what's going to potentially be at least a demo or sent out or on the album. And we have the sound of the jungle, of course. So there's birds that are really from Ocon. And so it's really cool recording.
They're Ocon birds. Hold on. Wait, let's just do this real quick. We're doing this. All right. Yeah, you can sit back down if you want. I just want you to hear this real quick. Because I recorded it in the jungle. Here we go. Yeah. Can you hear it? It's going to be magical. You stand tall and sway. I run wild and free. You teach me how to bend. I show unbounded reverie from where you rest on your highest peaks and the valleys underneath. In my bone, in these city streets I roam, I show you everywhere is home, and I am another you. You are another me. We live in harmony. Holy, holy green tree. I am another you. You are another me. We live in harmony. Holy, holy green tree. All right. Well, that feels like a good place to end. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Let's give it up for the Queen. Those harmonies and
thank you.
The DNA of this music is like.
Thank you, Bob and Shannon. Thank you so much.
Carolyn.
You're welcome.
And
Hey, let's get a photo with them together. If everybody would go up to the stage,
that
is that
would be
okay?
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, come on up to the
Come
stage
on
and
up.
we'll
Let's
get a
do
photo
this
together.
thing. I love that pillow. That had to be up front.